Alrighty, welcome back to the Breaker Bros. And tonight we're going to do our prediction for the Bengals versus Ravens Thursday night game for tomorrow. But I don't know. I guess it's going to be a tough game because I think they confirm Hubbard, Higgins, and then Yosef is going to be out. I think Stanley, their starting left tackle, and then most likely I feel like one of their starting corners is going to be out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for the most part, most of the main players are going to be playing on both sides. So, but it feels like the Ravens are going to be a pretty big favorites.
Yeah. I hate the Thursday night game for not just for the Bengals, but just in general for the away team in the NFL. I just feel like it's such a disadvantage. I think that some of the disadvantages are reduced a little bit because, it's Cincinnati to Baltimore is not a huge distance. The Bengals and Ravens have already played this year. They play a lot, so they kind of know each other. But, still you have a compressed week and one team has to figure out how to travel within that compressed week. So there's definitely an advantage to being the home team on a short week, right? No matter how you slice it, there's like one less day for the away team than the home team. So I hate those setups.
I'd say the only thing though, because it's I guess considered a primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that kind of helps out the Bengals just because I feel like they tend to like these type of games where they're in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's going to be one of those games where, I don't know, I kind of get a sense it's going to be a high scoring game. Or at least, I think if the Bengals are going to have a shot, it's going to be one of those games where they just got to outscore them.
Yeah.
And then potentially get to have the ball last.
The Bengals' record on away primetime games is not good. But a lot of that's skewed by the Marvin Lewis, Andy Dalton era. So I feel like, the Bengals haven't played a lot of away primetime games since Burrow's been around. All right. So am I sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So pull up my favorite, the Gambletron 2000. And, it looks pretty steady, from the beginning. So this started on the 13th. And then to now, Ravens are predicted to be a 64% or 63% win probability for the Ravens. And this is based off of the way people are betting. So it's like the implied win percentage based off of gambling inputs. So, I mean, I guess that's consistent with what I'm saying. I just feel like it's not a good spot for the Bengals to be in. I do think that like the desperation level is higher for the Bengals, but the Ravens lost to the Browns, which I think hurt the Bengals in terms of the desperation kind of comparison. What are your thoughts on the gambling public?
I mean, it makes sense. Just because Baltimore's been doing really well lately. I know they lost to the Browns last week, which was kind of like a crazy game because I feel like they got up early.
They got up huge early.
Yeah, that's one thing that the Bengals can't do. I mean, it's cool that the Browns were able to come back and win. I just feel like it's got to be those classic games that we win this year where we get up early and then we stay up, and then we just got to make sure that they don't have the ball at the end of the game.
I mean, for me, it's just like I have no feel for this game, like none. Like I can't believe the game is less than 24 hours from now.
Yeah, I feel more confident about this game than the actual Texans game. I always felt weird about the Texans game just because
Well, you said it was like going to be a trap game, so
I don't know if I would classify it as it just because like there's just so much emotion with these of course the division games, but then whenever we play like the bigger teams in the conference, whether it's like the Bills or just another big team in general, like the 49ers, or when we play the Chiefs, it's just like there's so much energy in those games that I don't know, just if the Texan game was just so flat, like they just, I guess, kind of going through the emotions, but I feel like this is gonna be a little bit different because, like, yeah, both teams lost, but it's gonna be one of those things where I just feel like the Bengals feel like they probably have a little bit more to prove because we lost to them earlier in the season, and then we weren't necessarily
Yeah.
playing to our best. But then at the same time, it's like I feel like the Ravens are in the driver's seat, so they don't have as much pressure
Yeah.
to perform. But
Yeah, I see it as like sort of like the desperation index, right? And I feel like it's like, if this is 50%, it's like slightly towards the Bengals because I just think that the Browns loss kind of reduced the Bengals' advantage in the desperation level. But see, so in terms of the actual odds, um, looks like the Bengals plus 3.5, which seems more like a 50-50 kind of thing.
yeah,
So I guess to me, what does that mean? It means that people are probably betting heavy on the Ravens then, right? Because the spread is still pretty small.
yeah, because they said back in
Um,
the day like you usually give the home team 3 points. Now I heard it's more closer to 2 points, but still,
yeah, that's why I always felt like it was like 3.5 felt like a 50-50 kind of game. Um, and again, do not we how am I trying to say this? We are bad at gambling. Like
Um,
we
they suck.
do
The
not
players on
predict
that
very
team
well.
suck.
We're homers, I guess. I'm more negative, you're more positive, but I think we're homers because I don't think we're doing very good with our picks. So we don't know anything. Also, I'm on record with saying that I think the NFL is kind of fixed. And by kind of fixed, I mean a lot fixed. So, take everything we say with a grain of salt, right? We are not gambling experts. Although, I like the plus 5,000 odds on Josevich scoring the first touchdown.
he's out though.
He's out?
He's literally out. They ruled him out
Josevich
already.
is?
Yeah, he's out.
Oh.
He's out. That's like one of the first things I said. Hubbard, Yosavash, and
So,
Higgins are out.
like I was saying, I'm not good at gambling. Higgins is out too?
Yeah,
For real?
yeah, for real. They posted it today.
Ah,
Like I said, Stanley, and then most likely that Humphreys is probably going to be out for the Ravens. Humphreys is doubtful, but
do we have anybody playing?
yeah, everyone else.
All right. So a lot of first touchdowns to score and win.
Now,
Joe
I
Mixon
don't
to
know what's
score
going on with
anytime,
Yosavash
Bengals to
because
win.
I don't remember him getting hurt in the game.
I don't think he played much in the last game.
I wonder if he's got like a hamstring issue too. I feel like a lot of these type of injuries
Well,
are starting to pop up just because of like the weather change.
Those hammies be popping.
Yeah,
Moon's over my hammy. All right, so what's your prediction?
I think it's gonna be a higher score game, and I think if the Bengals are gonna win, it's probably gonna be by like a field goal or something like that. So I'm gonna say like 31-28.
31-28. Bengals.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not have a feel for this game. I mean, I didn't watch the Cleveland game. I'm trying to figure out how did Cleveland score so many points?
Well, I know they got like a pick six. I think both teams got like a pick six because that's how Baltimore got up initially. Was that Watson threw a pick six,
Mhm.
and then I saw later in the game, I guess Lamar Jackson threw a pick six as well. Except his got more like tipped up in the air.
Yeah.
But still, both quarterbacks threw a pick six.
I mean, this is the season. So I think. Okay, wait. Before I say this, let me ask you a question. Is Jermaine Pratt hurt?
No.
Is he out? He's playing? Okay.
He's playing, yeah. Of course he's playing.
I think Jermaine Pratt is going to do some Jermaine Pratt things, create a turnover, secure the victory. I'm feeling a touchdown margin. I think there's going to be touchdown margin. I think it's going to be like a random middle of the season kind of game where it doesn't make any sense. I'm going to go Bengals 28, Ravens 17. Doing it. That's what I'm doing. Answer anything. So that means so 46. So 38, 45. Oh, I have the under. And you have the over.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, diversity, right?
Yeah,
So you basically have the Ravens covering in the over, and I've got the Bengals and the under. So for us both to be wrong, something weird's going to happen. I guess no, actually, I don't want us both to be wrong because it's clear what would happen, right? It's not a good scenario.
For the Ravens to cover, they have to win by 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I don't have the Ravens covering.
Working. That's the kind of analysis you come to this channel for. So we have the chat on. So the way our chat works is, actually I don't know 100%, but I know that you can just type stuff in, and it just shows up on our screen, right? So how do you chat?
What do you mean? How you chat? You just chat.
How do you? Well, you have to go. I guess if you're live streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, you just post a comment on the stream, and then it'll just show up on the screen.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it just repopulates it onto the screen. It's more or less like a graphic or whatever, but does like a chat.
All right, cool. So we're talking about that, and then so we made our prediction. If you want to comment either in the live stream or just as normal comments to the video, make your predictions, and then if you're right, maybe we'll do something. I don't know. We like comments. We don't get a ton of them, so it makes a big impact on me. I like to see it. Do you like comments, Josh?
Well, of course.
Oh yeah, because we're pretty sure that the algorithm likes it, but we know about as much about the algorithm as we do about gambling, right?
Yeah, I'd say that's about right. But yeah, I feel like a big thing about this game is that they gotta really slow down the run. Like I'm not expecting them to like stop it all the way because it's the Ravens. That's what they do. They run. It's just making sure that they don't hit those big runs for like 30 or 20 plus yards. But if they like 5 yards here, 5 yards there, I feel like that would be respectable and just hold them and not like allow the bigger runs or bigger plays. I think if we can kind of do that,
I mean,
and then not blitz Lamar Jackson as much, because I feel like if we do that, it'll be very similar to last week where it's like we take that extra person or two to blitz and they don't get any pressure, and then it just makes more people down the field open, and they kept on getting those like 20, 30-yard completions. Like I feel like it'd be better off if they just drop more people back and get those coverage sacks versus the other way around. And you might get more turnovers that way. You might actually try to throw into coverage.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the offense needs to win us a game, like just when they score and they don't punt, it puts so much pressure on the other team to try to keep up that they start to make mistakes. And we haven't had a game like that where the offense has just come out and scored. So I think the number one thing is don't punt. They need to score on as many possessions as possible. And if the Bengals can just keep scoring, then I think the Ravens aren't built for that.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't like punt in back-to-back possessions, I think it'd be more reasonable. I don't know about not punting at all, but yeah, just making sure that
No punts. I want no punts this game.
I mean, that'd be awesome. That'd be really tough.
Hmm.
But I mean, I do
So,
agree. It's like if the defense has a big stop, then you kind of want to score one way or another, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown.
mhm,
Add to it, keep that pressure up.
yeah. So, like in terms of, I don't know. I'm not even thinking about the game. I'm thinking about the tailgate scene for the Pittsburgh game. So,
We're gonna be
what, Longworth,
Longworth
right?
Hall.
And then we'll try to get like 2 spots. But really, the thing that I'm thinking about now is the food, because like
I feel like just try to keep it as simple as
everything about
possible.
tailgating, nah, everything about tailgating is against my nature. I hate lines. I hate waiting in lines. There's nothing worse than waiting in
I
line.
don't think it's gonna be that bad
So,
because it's gonna be an
so
earlier
we're going to
game.
start off our day like okay. I hate traffic. Like, so you're going to combine traffic and waiting in line. So that's how the morning's going to start on Sunday. So
But
we're
that
going to
is
get up
traffic. You
early.
can't double it. Traffic is waiting in a line.
It's doubled.
That's
No,
not.
no, it's traffic plus waiting in line.
But that's why there's traffic, is
Double.
because you're waiting in line.
No, no. But you're also waiting in line. You can have traffic without waiting in line, right?
Well, that's basically what traffic is waiting in line, is what I'm saying.
No, it's different.
I don't think it's going to be that bad because it's going to be an afternoon game. Plus, it's going to be pretty early. Like, I'm sure we're going to
Wait,
be
it's going to be a
in.
noon game, right?
Yeah, but by the
1
time
o'clock game?
yeah, but by the time we start lining up, it's going to be, what, 8:30 in the morning? So, like, I'm sure it's going to be the initial people that get there early, but then after that, it's not going to be like,
Yeah, so now you got 3 things I don't like.
what, morning
Waking
time?
up early,
Oh, okay.
traffic, and waiting in line. So that's how we're going to kick off the day.
But yeah, I'd say
And
if we
then
do,
you get
like,
on to the,
burgers, wings, and I feel like if we did.
okay, well, at least I sold you on the wings.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna have a propane grill, then it shouldn't be too bad. The only thing
Yeah.
that gets me with wings, like if we did charcoal, that'd be a little bit more difficult. But I think having a propane grill is gonna make a world of a difference.
Yeah. Is one grill enough? Do we need 2 grills? No. We're going to do one grill, and we're going to try to get Ryan's Blackstone for eggs and extra stuff. And if that falls through, then it's just going to be one grill.
I mean, I could see if my
I was thinking about chili.
chili,
Chili, yeah.
like you're gonna make it in a crock pot.
You could do a crock pot. I don't know. How long does your battery last?
I feel like I got to double check to make sure that it works, but it should.
That's the reason why I don't have one. Like, I want a battery, but I know I would never use it, and it would just like stop working from lack of use slash maintenance.
I feel like
I guess you don't really
if you get a
maintain
pretty
it; you just
decent
use
one,
it.
you'll find reasons to use it. Cause like, especially if you're like using hand tools and you just want to charge it off of like a generator type deal, sometimes it's a little bit
Hand
better.
tools?
Yeah.
You mean power tools?
Yeah, power tools, whatever. Power hand tools.
Those are different things.
Okay, power tools that you use with your hands.
Okay, but like I have battery power tools.
Right, but they need to be charged at some point, right?
Oh, I see. So you charge the battery with the bigger battery.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So if we do a crock pot chili, because I can make kind of like the gravy part of the chili first.
Yeah, because I have a smaller like jackery. Like I feel like you should be able to plug in either a crock pot or maybe even like a griddle.
Yeah. Well, I could bring my van.
Well, I'm gonna bring mine, so or the car I'm renting, but it
Mhm.
will be a van.
Yeah, but like my van has a outlet in the back of it.
Well, yeah, if you do that, then you could put your crock pot in it, or
I mean, it seems kind of wasteful. Like if I run the car for like 4 hours to, so it's more of a backup thing. I think Ryan said he has a battery too, so maybe we could borrow his battery. If we could get his battery and his Blackstone, then we could make a chili and we could griddle some eggs in the morning, eggs and bacon. And but anyways, with like the chili, I could do like I could make the like the sauce part of it in advance. And then I mean it's after Thanksgiving, so probably plenty of turkey. We could do like a turkey chili, or we could do like a beef chili. It's no big deal.
yeah, I mean either one sounds good to me.
Yeah. We make like conies or
Conies would be fine.
hmm,
I guess you would need like a little pot for the chili just to heat it up.
well, crock pot for the chili, right? I have a little crock pot. Oh, I also have queso. Do we want queso?
Potentially.
Yeah, because I made a bunch of smoked queso and I froze leftovers. So literally, it's just like a frozen brick of queso.
Because another thing is I need to figure out like how long one of those propane tanks lasts. Those little canisters. I feel like it
I was
should probably
figuring
last enough.
probably just we'll just get a bunch of them, right? Get like 3 or 4 of them.
You think we need 3 or 4? I was thinking maybe 2 would be enough. Well, I guess it depends on
We probably only need two, but you never know, man.
because it's not going to
Uh,
be cold. It's going to be in like the 60s, right? 50s and 60s.
we don't know yet, but hopefully.
What do you mean we don't know?
Well, it's like over a week from now.
Don't they have like a 10-day? Hold on, I'm trying to check.
No, I mean there's a forecast. Forecast is predicting mild weather, but I'm not going to go off of that.
I think it's probably going to be in the 50s. Maybe a little bit chillier about the time I get there because it'll be
All right,
right when the sun's coming up.
I'm on the expensive weather app I have.
I
Is
mean,
it 26?
the date? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's predicting that at 8 it's going to be 34. and then at game time it's gonna be 41.
Oh damn, that's actually pretty chilly.
Yeah, can you read that?
It's just a white screen.
Yeah. Well, you have to take my word for it.
I mean, that sounds about right. I was thinking maybe it might be
Yeah,
a little bit colder,
it's
but
gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold.
I'll have several different variations of things I could wear. But it sounded like I'm
So
going to be wearing those ski pants. If it's going to be in like the 40s, then for sure
yeah, yeah.
some thermal socks.
Well, I got some ski pants. Is it a good look to just go ski pants and nothing else?
Well, I was going to wear something orange because I think they're wearing their orange jerseys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I might actually just wait to get a jersey while I'm up there. I'm thinking,
yeah.
because I feel like they should have plenty of red, or not red, orange jerseys. I haven't gotten an orange
Oh well,
jersey
that's
yet.
good. That's good because I've got orange jacket, so that's perfect.
I just need to figure out like who I need to get it for. I'm trying to think. I feel like I want to go a defensive player.
Oh yeah, you gotta get Jermaine Pratt.
That's not bad. I was thinking Pratt or Wilson, or
Yeah,
maybe one of our corners,
yeah,
Cam Taylor Britt or Turner.
yeah. I mean,
Maybe even like a Dax Hill jersey.
yeah, all those are good. I'm just like stuck on Pratt because I've rewatched the highlights of the Baltimore game. You know,
Talking about
from the
last year's
playoffs
game?
last year,
Yeah.
the wild card, and like the Sam Hubbard touchdown.
Yeah, that's our thumbnail.
Yeah, but guess who knocked the ball out of Huntley's hands?
It was Wilson and Pratt.
Pratt did it.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of both of them. I think it was him coming over and hitting it, but also
Yeah,
Wilson was holding him up.
yeah, yeah. Wilson was holding it up, but Pratt got the ball. I'm just saying, like Pratt just has like the nose for the ball, man.
It's playoff P, man. Like
I'm just
it's like a
saying,
perfect
man.
nickname for him because like he just comes up
If
big
you
with
got the
turnovers.
football and Pratt's around you, you better grab it hard, squeeze that ball and go down because he's going to take it from you.
Yeah, he's got like a handful of those type of fumbles where he basically just takes the ball.
Yeah, fumbles, interceptions, like the one against the Bills, where he just like
Yeah, punched it out.
karate chopped the ball out of the guy's hands as he's falling down. He like crushed that guy's soul.
I feel like there's another one too that happened earlier this year.
There's just so many.
Yeah. No, it
All
should
right,
be a fun game. But
yeah. Should I make pretzels? Should we have pretzels and then queso?
I think
Or
yeah, I
you want to
mean,
do like kind of like a Malcolm Reed buffalo chicken Chex Mix kind of thing?
I don't know about that. I feel like the Chex Mix would be too much. Like if you want to do it before we go down there, then yeah, sure. But if we wanted to do it down there, I just feel like it'd be too much grill space for.
Well, but like, what are you gonna do after breakfast and before lunch?
What do you mean after breakfast and before lunch? It's all just gonna be snacking and eating. To me, it's all
Yeah,
pregame.
yeah, yeah. But if you're snacking, you want something warm and savory,
You talking about
salty.
the queso or
No, I'm talking about the.
the Chex
I'm
Mix?
talking about yeah, Chex Mix.
I guess the point I'm trying to make is that I just don't think we should be making it down there because it's like
All
you
right, yeah.
gotta
I literally just rewatched
the fumble.
the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely Pratt and Wilson. They both grabbed his arms and hit the ball.
Yeah, it's because Wilson, he initially like basically stonewalled him, and then Pratt came in and knocked it out.
Well, let's see here. I'm gonna watch it again. Let's see here. So here's Hubbard in the end zone. And Huntley said, "What happened?"
It was a touchdown.
Fans are going crazy. He's like, "But I scored." And then Harbaugh's like, "You didn't score. That was a fumble. We just lost the game." Zach Taylor's like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, that. Yeah, thinking
All
about
right,
it, that's
here
a
it is.
really
Here it
crazy
is.
play.
Here it is. So, yeah. So it's sort of like they both go for the ball. So Pratt gets it initially, then Wilson. I think Wilson's the guy that finalized the crazy. Such a good play.
Yeah, no, it's like it's one of those plays where like where coaches always like, this is why you don't jump over the pile type deal, like with the arms out.
Yeah.
Normally they have you like tuck in and like put your head forward
Yeah.
and
Because
try to
you
drive the
got
pile.
two, like, so, like, if you're a quarterback, literally everybody on the other side of the ball, everybody on the opposing team that's going to be near the line of scrimmage is like way stronger than you, right?
Yeah, unless you're like a Hurts type quarterback, but yeah, generally.
Even if you're Hurts, man, like you got linebackers coming at you.
I don't know.
Linebackers
He
are
could
stronger than
squat like
Hurts.
600
It's your
pounds. So.
arms. Okay. They probably can't out squat them, but I bet you they can out bench press them.
Yeah,
Because
but
if you have to throw a football, you can't be bench pressing.
I mean that's true. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that like he's got like a lot of force moving to him behind him, so it's like he can actually push people forward a little bit.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to the stretched arm
but that's what I'm
situation.
saying. Like he
If you're
would,
like this, then yes. But if you're a stretched arm,
yeah.
that's
Well,
we're
that's what
talking
I'm
about
saying.
upper
Like
body.
they don't really teach people to go over the arms like that because it's so easy. It's much easier to knock the ball out that way. Like that's why they
Yeah.
prefer like the touch push or whatever, where you can like
Yeah,
lean
no,
in.
it's like a rugby scrum because you can't
Yeah,
get the ball.
yeah,
Because physically you're shielded by your linemen, but like once you go over the top, it's just you against the entire defense, right?
and it's just so exaggerated because it was a 99-yard return. It's like that was like the craziest part.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. All right, so my feelings are hurt that you don't like this Malcolm Reed Chex Mix.
I mean, I would eat it. I just don't think we should be making it down there. Is all I'm saying. Like, if you want
Why
to have it
wouldn't we
ready
make
to
it down
go,
there?
huh?
But that's the cool part about it because it's like warm.
Yeah, but if we only have one grill, you know what I mean?
But what are we going to put on the grill between?
Well, there's gonna be burgers and
When are
wings,
we going to
right?
start grilling burgers?
Y'all, I was strolling through the grocery store and found
I'd
some
say as soon
buffalo
as
wing
possible.
cheese
There's
with
no reason why you
some
can't
ranch
eat a
drizzle.
burger in the
That's
morning.
got tailgate party mix wrote all.
I'd eat a
Mm.
burger in the morning, like because if we're cooking burgers and chicken wings are gonna take a little bit longer than burgers, but
No. Okay, so for the chicken wings, I'll sous vide them in advance, so they'll be like cooked. So all we have to do is take them out of the bag and crisp them up.
so you're gonna pre-cook the wings, but not the chut mix.
Correct.
All over it. So I'm gonna.
I mean,
start
I
by
guess if you
dumping
do
a
it that
box-
way, then yeah, that shouldn't matter.
We're gonna dump a box of Cheez-Its.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. You got to look how it takes a whole grill to cook.
We don't have to do that big of a thing though.
Yeah, but it's still gonna have to take the whole grill.
No, it's
grills
not
are
gonna,
not that big.
we're gonna take a small one, like so about half this.
Right, but half of that is still the whole grill of what we'll be using, a propane grill, right? They're only like
Half of this.
is about a full
Right.
size of a
buffalo wing
propane
Cheez-Its out
grill.
in a
What
large
are you talking
pan.
about?
I've got
You got a thing of Bugles?
Kind of got that classic buffalo.
You got Cheez-Its.
But I would imagine that probably only takes 30 minutes to make. I would imagine.
It doesn't take any time to make because you're just trying to. All you have to do is dry up the butter,
Right.
right?
That you don't think that would take about 30 minutes on a grill?
Yeah, 30 minutes. Well, okay. So what I'm saying is, there's for sure going to be a 30-minute window of time because think about the outcome.
If you're pre-cooking the chicken wings, then yes, then we could do this. But I'm going on the expectation that if we have to cook the wings down there, then I'd say I wouldn't waste our time doing this. But if you're gonna have a pre-cooked,
the wings are going to be pre-cooked.
Okay, then it shouldn't be a problem.
So like they're not going to be warm, right? So what I'll do is I'll pre-cook the wings and then put them back in the fridge. So all we'll have to do is like heat them up and crisp them, right? And then
wing flavor. Pretzel gotta
so I'm thinking like we probably don't need the bugles, right? Pretzels, you gotta have pretzels, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Cheez-Its. So I would delete the bugles and go Cheez-Its pretzels, right?
be in there. I bought some hot and spicy peanuts.
Now, do we want peanuts and cashews? I would say just delete both nuts.
So you just want pretzels and Cheez-Its?
Pretzels and Cheez-Its.
Nuts and some cashews. I've got 1 stick of melted butter that I want to
Okay, for sure, 1 stick of melted butter. Yes.
add 1 ranch pack.
And then pack a ranch. Because then you got Cheez-Its, right? You got pretzels. You got butter and ranch, right?
Got to have some buffalo flavor.
And then, yeah, we're going to put some buffalo wing sauce in there, right? I mean, we're going to have wing sauce for the chicken wings anyways, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do it, then why not? I'm not gonna stop you.
So I got
All right,
this red hot
okay.
wing sauce.
Okay, we'll delete the
Hit it
Worcester.
with a few dashes of Worcestershire sauce, and then we're gonna spice it up with
We probably won't bring powder stuff. I might bring a thing of some meat church seasoning. That'd be good. But I wouldn't put it in this mix. What I would do is just sprinkle it over top.
See, I was
But you
thinking like
probably
for
don't
like a
need it.
filler, we could do like stuffed peppers or something like that. Because I feel like that'd be
Stuffed
easy.
peppers? That's so hard, dude.
Huh? That's not hard? Or that's
Stuffed peppers are like difficult.
you think they are?
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be easy to cook, but
When was the last time you cooked stuffed peppers?
it's probably been a while, but I would say on a propane grill they shouldn't be much different than like chicken wings.
Got a mosquito, dude. You ever get a mosquito in the middle of it biting you? Gross.
Sure I have.
Yeah. One, I don't know how a mosquito got in my house. But 2, it's like some bad timing.
I feel like it's probably getting to the point where they should be like hibernating, right? Or whatever they do.
Yeah, you would think. I don't know how I got this one. But I guess he broke skin even. All right. But I mean, to me, stuffed peppers are extremely difficult relative to the Chex Mix.
What's the difference? I just feel like the peppers you can just like kind of sit and let it do its thing. To whereas like
Well, but the Chex Mix is going to be done in like, you say 30 minutes. That's probably all the time it'll take to cook. Stuffed peppers are going to take way longer than 30 minutes.
you think so? I feel like
Mhm.
peppers would take like 10 minutes on each side.
Nah. Not if there's just the peppers, yeah, but when you stuff it, it's going to take way longer to cook.
Okay, well we don't have to do that. I was just thinking stuff
we
like
could,
that.
We could do it. We could do it. I just don't think it's
buffalo
easier.
wing seasoning. Once we get it all mixed up, we just want
Mix
to
it
pour
up.
that over all the stuff in the pan. Gently fold it to where all these little pieces are coated. Now I'm going on a
This is so much.
275 degree.
We're simplifying. We're just going to do Chex Mix, pretzels. I'm sorry. We're just going to do Cheez-Its, pretzels, butter, ranch seasoning, and a little bit of wing sauce in there. Just get a little tang, right?
Pellet grill. We'll come back and stir this every 15 minutes. It's soaking up all that goodness that we put on the outside. We baked it on it. The last thing I'm going to do to it is pop it with a little
We're gonna pop it, a little bit of extra seasoning.
bit more of that buffalo wing seasoning just to give it a last little pop of flavor.
Pop.
Y'all,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's my first choice, but I mean, I'll try it.
It's gonna be your favorite thing,
Might be
other
really
than the
good.
wings and burgers. Have you seen what are they called? Smash burger tacos?
I've not seen them, but it sounds good.
If we get the griddle, we could do smash burger tacos.
Yeah, I need to see if I can hook up my griddle to the Jackery that I have. I feel like I can, but I need to double check.
Nah, you can't do it like that. You gotta do like well, I guess the Blackstone. No, the Blackstone's a propane griddle. I just feel like propane gets hotter than electric.
Probably.
Is that real? Or is that just me making stuff up?
I mean, that sounds about right. I don't think.
But I have an electric griddle, so
I'd say just bring that, because if you can hook that up to your
art.
van,
So stupid.
you're not going to be the only one doing that. It's
Are you
tailgating.
running a van to cook Chex Mix?
Why do you think it's there in the first place?
Why do I think that my van is there in the first place?
No,
Probably
why it has
not
that
to cook
outlet?
Chex Mix.
Yeah, I'm sure that's one of the utilities of having an outlet where it is to be able to cook.
Yeah. So how many watt? What kind of Jackery do you have?
It's a smaller one.
Caps lock on. You have the solar generator.
I think they're all solar.
Do you have the solar panels that go with it?
I do.
You do?
I do, yeah.
Black Friday.
See, that bigger one probably can do it for sure.
This one?
Yeah. That's probably like one of the bigger ones that they have. I've probably one of the smaller ones.
Do you know which one you have? The 700 plus?
No, it's probably the 300 plus. Yeah. And to be honest, it doesn't even look that new. So it's probably like an older model, to be honest. But it looks about the right size. Just doesn't have all like the digital screen or whatever.
And all of the digitals don't seem to be digital anymore.
Mobile phone 13 times? That's not very much.
And if you can do.
Oh, here you go. Please enter a wattage of the appliance not exceeding 1,000 watts. Okay, so let's do electric griddle. Toastmaster. $16. 1,200 watts.
Yeah, it's too much.
Okay, well that's too much for the Jackery 300. So it can only be used with things less than 300 watts. What have you used your griddle with it?
I have not. I was gonna
What do you
try it.
use it with?
The Jackery?
Yeah.
Just usually like if our power goes out, we just plug our cell phones in it, or
Hmm.
sometimes lamps and stuff like that.
This is 1,000 watts. This is the one I want. 2,000 plus. I just want to be the biggest nerd at like the baseball games
With the
because
Jackery?
I've got misting fans, right? So currently my rig is like I roll up with a tent, like 6 gallons of water,
Hmm.
a fan that sprays like water mist, and like just chairs. That's pretty much it. But
Yeah, you get this Jackery, man. You could put a mini
I'd
fridge,
be like
some LED
Mr.
lights.
Nerd. Yeah, I could set up a whole tiki bar.
Yeah, you could definitely have a one of those blenders.
Hmm. Yeah, this is too much. 5 grand, that's a lot, dude. $6,000 watt. So the problem is like they go from 1,000 to 3,000. But then you got like your electric griddle, 1,200 watts. So I feel like you need like something in between this guy and that guy, you know?
Is that all they have? I feel like they should have more than 3 models.
Oh, well, maybe they have more than 3 models. Oh, there's a 2,000. This is 3,000 watts.
Yeah, scroll up.
This is 2,000 watts. This is it here. Jackery solar generator 2,000 plus. Full solar charging in 2 hours. That's a pretty good rig there, right? What are you thinking? We need more batteries?
No, because I we're gonna get the propane grill, so
Yeah,
I think that's probably the most effective.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You got the old Ozark Trail. It's a burner with a grill. There you go. Cabela's. The thing is, like, how much does the propane cost?
Probably like $30 a bottle if I had to guess, but I don't know.
Oh, there you go. You get 4 for $20.
Seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah. 4.
I wonder how many different sizes they come in. I feel like there's probably just like a standard size.
Yeah, I think they're all like a pound. It's about right there. So you get 4-pack, a grill. Should be good for a tailgate, right?
Think so.
Yeah. All right. I think Ray signed out from the stream, right?
Yeah, we can sign off.
We're gonna keep shopping.
Huh.
You see us at Longworth, hit us up. We'll give you a beer if we have any left. Maybe some Chex Mix if you're lucky.
We'll see. All right.